I'm feeling like a bad girl Riri today, so what I'm going to do is start off with my toner, of which I've done already, and then since I just got out of the shower, I haven't moisturized. I'm going to go in with some moisturization, and I have done that already. Now we're going in with our primer. So now I'm going in with my primer. I really want to work this into the skin. What I noticed in my previous, why am I using the wrong brush? What I noticed in my previous video is that these areas were a bit jacked up, so I'm just gonna cover them. I've also decided to add some of this corrector underneath my eyes as well. As you can see, you can already see the difference. It's amazing. So now I'm gonna go in with my loose powder from Yardley, and I'm just gonna dust it off my face, especially in areas that I feel like I'm going to be very oily. Now I'm just going to go in with my lash glue, and I just want to make sure that these eyebrows are stuck to my face. Now that my eyebrows are lashed down or glued down, I'm gonna take some of that loose powder and I'm just gonna go over my eyebrows because I want my eyebrows gone actually. So I'm just gonna go over my eyebrows with that powder, and then I'm going to add some concealer. I'm going to go in with the same brush that I used for the orange concealer. Just gonna lightly conceal for the corrector, sorry. Lightly tap that in, and I'm just gonna mix it with a brownish concealer that's almost close to my skin. Just really want those eyebrows gone. Okay, I don't wanna lie, I'm looking kind of crazy, but I'm not really that good at blocking up my brows, and I don't have like the right stuff. But I'm just hoping that the foundation and the concealer will kind of just put the attention away from my horrible blocking of the brows. Please. Now I'm just going in with my foundation, the usual Ribbon. This is gonna be a pretty heavy makeup look because I really want the consistency of the eyebrows to match my foundation, okay? Because I'm gonna look crazy if I don't match the heaviness. Now I'm going to go in with my concealer. Literally, I'm gonna act as if brows are not a factor in this look, guys. Like, they're non-factor, but they are a factor, but they're a non-factor at the same time. I'm pretty nervous. I don't know, am I rushing this look? I feel like I am, but I'm trying to do a TikTok at the same time. This is so hard, but let's hope for the best. Let me put on my big girl pants. So as you can see, the placement is very important as to where I place my concealer. For the heavens, I hope I use, yeah, because this concealer is extremely dark. This is color 45. I don't use color 45, I use color 40. So damn, I'm seeing it next to me and I'm like, oh my gosh, did I use that one? So placement here is very important. So we kind of like want to go with like a grungy look, very intense. So everything today is going to be a bit different. And underneath my brows, my brow area, I'm going to use my brush instead of my sponge because the sponge actually takes away some of the products, so I don't want that. So I'm just going to use my sponge to like blend it out. I have my brush to blend it out, and also I'm going to use my brush to blend out this concealer in this area as well. I am going to be going for a very strange nose. the nose that I fear. I'm just going to use my beauty blenders to soften that out a bit. It's a bit too harsh. And as I said earlier, that we're going to go in with the lighter concealer. So I'm just going to use this concealer right here. It's the lightest. It's the light concealer that I actually want to go with. I don't want to go with something a bit too light that's going to make me look like a scarecrow. So, but that's kind of like the vibe. At the end of the day, I'm gonna use this. And I want to make sure that I blend it out really well, and I'm also going to use it on my eyebrows as well. I'm just going to use it in these areas only because this is where I actually wanted the lightness to be. Maybe some over here as well, just a tiny amount. And just a tiny amount on my forehead as well. And then on my chin, I'm gonna leave my underneath my cheeks because I don't need it here, because I just want it to be centered. I want the attention to be in the center of my face. So I'm really gonna go light here with the concealer. Now we're gonna go in with our LA Girl concealer to contour. I just like to really use my hand for this. Put some on my hand, and then I'm gonna use my blush brush, my angled brush. I'm just gonna start on the forehead. I like starting on the forehead because my forehead is a bit big. So just to blend it out a bit, start there, and then I'm gonna go down the cheekbones, and I wanna make sure that this area gives me a bit more sharpness. And I'm just going to, as you can see, like this, like it's not consistent, so I'm just gonna go back with my beauty blender, and I'm just gonna blend out lightly, blend out where I highlighted so it can blend with the contour product. And I'm just going to use the other side of my sponge to do that so it doesn't disturb. So today I really want to go with a very sharp nose. I'm very scared because I'm not used to contouring my nose like this, so I'm scared, guys. I'm actually very nervous. I'm just gonna take in the concealer that I was using. I want to just start again trying to hide this hideous job I did hiding the brow, and I want to start applying just a light shade of this concealer, and I'm just gonna go down my nose with the rest of the product. I am scared, so that's what I'm going to do on the other side as well. I don't want to place the product because it's going to create such a harsh line, and it's going to really look very weird. So I'm just going to use the Access product. I don't mind this area being the dark area because I really want to get rid of this brow, anything to get rid of this weird brow and trying to hide it a bit. And I'm just going to use the Access going down my nose. I think I'm very satisfied with the nose, so I'm gonna go again with the brush that I used for the concealer. Just go along my nose and kind of just thin that out a bit and blend that out a bit. So I'm going to use my Revlon Candied Setting Powder to set my face, to set my highlights. That's what I'm going to use to set my highlights. I'm gonna first go in with this fluffy brush over here and just lightly tap and dust away. So I've lightly dusted with my brush. I've even dusted here underneath, patting and dusting. Now what I want to do is actually bake. So I'm not going to bake everywhere. There's specific places that I'm going to bake. So I'm just going to use my beauty blender once again, and I'm just going to put a nice line. As you can see, I'm also just kind of like blending it out as well, just to sharpen that contour a bit. And I just like to blend it as it goes because I really don't like that sharpness of it. So I'm just trying to tone it down. And then just gonna add a bit more. I feel like I added a bit too much on my sponge for where I'm gonna apply next. So where I'm gonna apply next is here by my nose. So again, to sharpen out my nose, and I'm gonna drag that powder. Okay, I'm dragging it. I'm not just placing it, I'm dragging it. And I'm gonna lightly dust that away. I don't like it sitting for too long. Just lightly dust as well. You don't want to get rid of every single thing. My nose is kind of looking weird. I'm not used to contouring my nose like this, but it's a learning experience for everyone. But I love the blend. Now we're just gonna set our contour as well. Before we go to the hard parts, I really just want to finish off because the liner is the end of it all. So it's the second to last step, I guess. So I really just want to finish my face. So I'm just gonna add some tiny amount of blush just to add some life and vibrance to my face, because I kind of look dull. Just a tiny amount. I don't need a huge amount. And what I also want to do, I think that's actually good enough. And then I'm gonna add some bronzer as well. Adding this bronzer powder. This is when I guess my look will differ from Rihanna's, because there's no bronzer, there's no highlights, there's no blush in her look. But I really just want to have like some shine to my look. So I'm just gonna lightly dust it in a C shape face to have some life. As you can see, there's already life, and some on my chin as well. This is a very editorial look, so I don't mind going over and beyond actually. And then some on my forehead as well, just to kind of really add that vibe of shine, you know. And then I'm also going to add some on my nose as well, strategically. I also just want to add some like here at top of my nose, my lips. Just you see, my face is already looking very nice and interesting. So now it's time for the hard part, of which I'm very nervous about. So I have to kind of first draw. I'm not gonna go all in. I'm gonna first draw it with a very light pencil. I don't have a stencil. I'm kind of nervous. So I'm gonna use a brown liner to kind of just draw the wording. You won't be able to see it on camera, but okay, so I was initially going to start at the end, but I realized no, I think it's much more better to start from the center going that way. Damn, no one lies, shit is hard. Okay, yeah. Anyways, so I'm done with the outline. I'm a bit nervous about the R, but I hope it's like recognizable. So what I'm now going to do, I'm going to go in with my black track from MAC Cosmetics, and I'm going to fill it in and then kind of sharpen it out. And what I'm going to use is my angular brush as well. Okay, so let's hope that okay, let's get it, guys. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4 more letters to go. Okay, so we're done with the most part, but as you guys can see, it's a bit sketchy. So I'm actually very proud. I don't think I could actually make it this look. It actually looks really good. Actually, I'm actually happy. Now I'm going to go in with the liquid liner just to make sure that I'm strengthening it, making it a bit more darker, and also the lines needs to be a bit more straighter. I couldn't do it with the black track, so now I'm just gonna go in with my liner and straighten up some few lines. Let's get it. Okay, so this is the best I can flip and do. Okay, if I continue, I'm just gonna have a huge black squabble. Okay, let me just straighten it out. It's just a tiny bit here. Yeah, much better. Okay, I'm just gonna have a huge ass squabble on my face. So this is the best I could do. Yeah, this is the best I could do. I'm actually very proud. I'm not actually disappointed. I'm actually proud. It looks really good on camera, and even here it looks good, but obviously there is some few texture problems. So now what I'm going to do is just add some mascara, some lip gloss, and I'll be back. So this is the final look. Okay, so I'm extremely proud of myself. Firstly, I'm very proud of myself, and I'm actually very happy with how it came out. Looking back, what I've learned when doing this look is that I really have to be very mindful as to what I do with my brows, because when I was doing my when I was lining or drawing on the brows, it became a huge issue because my brows were a bit moist, had moisture, and it kept on moving and creating all these balls. So I'm going to keep that in mind next time I do a look that is almost like this. And also I had to write the letter like backwards, but no, I wasn't going to do that, as long as you can understand. So basically I was supposed to write the word like this. Okay, I was supposed to flip it up so you guys can actually see what's written, to be able to read it properly. But I'm very happy with the look. Okay, I'm very happy with the look. I'm excited to even take photos and even post pictures. So guys, please let me know what you think about this video, and also please let me know what you think about this makeup look. And thank you so much guys for watching, and thank you so much guys for the 143 subscribers. I feel like I'm doing pretty well, and I'm just glad that at least, you know, there are people that are interested, and people that are interested in my videos, and people that actually watch my videos. I will definitely make it a mission to make sure that my videos improve in quality and content, and make sure that I'm not wasting your guys' time. But other than that, I'm happy. I'm about to take pictures, and see you guys next time. Bye.